to another Monday Live at 5 today for November 11th. On today's episode, we're going to be watching some of my favorite street parts that have dropped in the last week. One came out 2 weeks ago, but we still got it in there. And yeah, we got 4 videos to check out. We got Shift, Stunt Boyz, Antill, and Rennisance Man. And so, I mean, why wait any longer? Why don't we just get right into it, starting off with Shift. This came out last week, released on the Shredbots YouTube page. And we're going to tune it up and check her out. A little bit of info for this one. Shift is Mikko Renberg's interpretation of street snowboarding with friends through the visual eye of Arttu Heikkinen. After his first major film project, Mikko's passion for snowboarding shifted from competition to filming. The unique street locations opened new possibilities for tricks and have allowed Mikko to really express his way of riding. I watched this a few times already. It's a fun one. There's some like really interesting spots, some unique stuff, and yeah, I hope you like it. Leave some love in the comments for these hammers that we're about to watch, and let's get on with it. I really like this intro. I think this is maybe digital and then it shifts to the first feature, or it might just be a tight close-up shot of that feature like that. That's so sick. Hardway Yak 270 disaster. Yeah, they're just riding such fun, unique spots in this part. I like this too. Tail press Manny. Backflip out. We gotta see some more tricks. Manny combos. Switchback rodeo. There's a ton of sick wall ride variations too. Who got in the chat? Who got in the chat? That's a really cool spot. There's a shot of that in the recent Snowboard mag photo issue. And once you see one wall ride in a park, you see a bunch more, as we will. Big front lip, disaster. This is a pretty heavy spot here, and not a light trick. Backside Miller flip the front board down the roof. Come on now. Alright, I'm interested to see what you guys think. This is one of my favorite shots in this film. Miller flip 720. On the most perfect Miller flip feature you can find. And that shot was sick. Framed up through the trees. So I liked the first song in this video. I'm not that into this song. Crippler in the Streets. But I'm interested to see what you guys think about this song choice. Big transfer on a big rail. Gotta throw props for that. A lot of consequence there. Huge rail back kick. That was sick, and one thing I was thinking on this, we're gonna have to pause it, run it back real quick. I have no idea how he got so much speed for this, or enough speed, with this tiny little drop in. Maybe he jumped off the roof into that, but he had plenty of speed for this big front three. That seems like such a scary trick. Yeah, this line's sick too. Wall ride to fakie. Little cab front flip one out. And we got a big kinker. Board slide all the way through. This reminds me of like an arrow spot. Jump up onto a pad, flip off. Alright, best shot in the whole video right here. Double transfer on this huge rail. I'm sure you guys have seen that on Instagram. And then we got double crippler in the streets. You don't see that one that much. Front board on a huge, steep, mega kinked rail. Laced it though. Laced it to end her off. Mikko Renberg. What do y'all think? This is gnarly. This attempt at this back 270. You get a few bails on this. A good video comes with some good credit B-roll. And like some hammer tricks, like the back 270, that wasn't in the video, but you throw it in the credits. And that, you gotta give it up for the credits, credit shots. And then there's just the straight up Miller flip. I love a solid Miller flip, but the front 7 Miller flip was pretty nice. I gotta read some of these comments to you because they were just cracking me up from this video. Some people loved the music on this. Some people hated it. You know, we got this homie saying the song choice and how it was edited too was masterful. Whoever did the edit, I see you. Glad to see someone making moves on unique soundtracks. You'll always get haters expecting rap music behind these. So we got that one side. We got the people who were into the tunes. I was kind of in the middle. And then we got, there's another really funny one about the music. Great edit, next level shredding for sure. But the music made me feel like I was watching an episode of one of those reality real estate shows on Netflix with all the bitchy women that are friends but really just hate each other. I didn't quite think that on the second song, but hey, if that's where you're at. Jay Bland in the comments, this is effing good. And then the best comment of all was this homie, Tom Brew. Fucking hell, that was mad. Not gonna lie, watching this kind of stoned and thought it was a trailer. Confused why there was so many bangers. Went back to the start when I realized, banger of a video, some insane features that would have been all enders 5 years ago. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. All right, who we got in the chat here at the Monday Live at 5? We're queuing up a few other videos we got. We got 3 more for today. If you missed the beginning and you're just tuning in, you can always watch the replay. We keep these up. Up next, we're going to watch Stunt Boyz, which just came out in the last day, from Derek Lemke and Brent Bem. This is the one video in this collection that we're watching today that I have not watched. So this will be a first view with you guys. And I think I saw a clip or 2 on Instagram, so I know it's gonna be a sick one. And yeah, let's just get right to it. Stunt Boyz. Where we at? Where we at? We're not glitching, that's just the video. At least the first shot. I love those spots like that, like a blind ollie to a Consequential 50. Oh, switch back blunt through that gnarly rail. 2-7 out. Come on. That spot's sick. Down flat down with a long flat. Gap cab 2. Morning and evening. Morning to you, or evening to you if that's where you're at. That was sick. Back wall ride, the front board that twice. I think that was a switchback tail press. Don't know what that was. Man, making it work. Farm in the snow for that one. That was cool. I like that. Like ollie to ride on 50-50. Oh, what a solid rail. With a nice back nose press, back one out. Oh, backsmith. Definitely catching your edge if you're not going perpendicular on a kink. Derek Lemke riding for Academy. This is the clip I saw on Instagram. Oh. That was tough. I think that was a switch front board pretzel. Yo, how we doing? Where we at? Medium of media. We're here watching Stunt Boyz. Something big's gonna happen. Big gap front board. Ooh, that rail looks sick. This is a classic spot here. Hell yeah. Big back lip disaster. Ooh, solid back 270. Midwest representing on this one. Love to see that. Something about a 50 to back lip transfer. I just love. I love doing it. I love seeing it. Whoa. That was wild. Just holding on at the end there. We got to run that back. Come on, let's get a pause here. We got to run that back. Check how far he was on his nose right there. But he held it, dude. All the way to the end. Committing. Stunt Boyz. Oh, there's the slow shot. All the way, dude. That was a wild rail. Oh, they got on FaceTime too? Got the shot on FaceTime? Proper street part. Proper homie street part. Nothing like just having a sick video with you and your stunt boy. I like it. I like it. Hectic, soundtrack to match all the, gnarly street stuff. Heavy stuff. heavy music. That's what you got to match up. All right, who else we got in the chat? Where's everybody tuning in from on this Monday evening live at 5? If you're new to the channel here, search it Snowboarding. We go live every Monday through the winter, new for this season, on our live at 5s where we hang out, get some Q&As going, watch some sick videos like we are today. Today it is all street parts. Different variety though. You know, we had the Midwest boys throwing down. We had the Euro homies throwing down too with some more unique features. And we got 2 more videos coming up for you that we will tune up in just a second. Oh, don't want that. Up next, we'll be watching Antill from Dylan Okarowski. And yeah, I watched this one. I like half watched it. I was a little distracted, but it was sick. The next 2 videos we're going to watch are my favorites that I've seen in the last week, 2 weeks. Antill came out 2 weeks ago. The little description that we do have is, maybe it gets you thinking a little. Maybe it was about the memories you had in the anthill the whole time. In this video, we got Jeff Hulse, Henry McComber, Caleb Kinnear, Ben Marmer, Norm Schaff, Luke Lund, Derek Conti, Keegan Hosfross, Keenan Cowley, and a handful of homies that filmed it. It's gonna be sick. I hope you guys have seen this, but if you haven't, we get to get hyped up right now and give it a watch. So here we go. Anthill coming at you. I don't know who that is or if it's in memoriam of that person. No intel for that opening shot. All right, Jeff Hulse, opening shot, big drop in. That was a wild feature. So the thing that stood out to me on this video was the spot selection, dude. They're just finding the coolest spots, and there's a ton of them. Like, there's not much B-roll in this. It's just 6 spot after 6 spot after 6 spot. Like, that's a really cool rail. Battleship, street battleship. Right, we got Luke Lund, cement rider. Ooh, sneaking that back one out in. Switch back blunt, 270. Sparking that one. Sketchy drop in. The drop in made that so much sketchier than it would have been. Oh, they had the can of salt there. Ooh, Luke Lund, the back lip, 270. That's another one of my favorite tricks, and that was a sick spot for it. Gap into the flat. Long switch 50. That was a proper switch 50. You definitely had to fight for that one, I'm sure. Gotta love the snowboard follow cam. Ollie drop in. Oh, that's a cool little line. I like the different angle, like getting onto that rail. Jeff Hulse, big steep kink. Dylan coming in heavy. around the corner. Everything about that spot was sketchy. That was gnarly. That was a cool rail. That was different. Dude, Dylan is the king of the like long, wild kink rails. He did that so chill. Roof drop. Who's that? Keegan? We watched some stuff from Keegan in Room's Particle video a few weeks ago. Mini spots, okay. That was wild. And that was crazy too. No thanks, dude. I would never want to hit something like that. Dude, just all the spots these dudes are hitting. Finding and hitting. Like, it's such a skill to...
9 horses standing in the valley. You got Betty, Juniper, and don't forget Sally.
It's such a skill in itself, like finding spots. And yeah, that, like I was saying, that's what stood out to me on this video. Like, just the work these dudes put in, like traveling around, like finding as many spots as they can and like successfully ripping them. Like, how would you find something like that, like in the woods? You gotta have some intel.
Oh, sorry about your
Yeah, that looked like it hurt. Oh, that was loose. Oh, this is wild too. Gap into the street from just like stair dropping. Pretzel out the front board, no worries. It's a crazy spot too. That is crazy. Take note. We're pulling this back a second. Not only is it in the dark. Oh. Not only is it in the dark, but there's no snow around. If you're falling off that, you're falling like straight to like dirt or cement or who the hell knows. That was a really cool spot. One of my favorite spots in this, I think. Drop in roof gap. Like, to just see that spot and be like, yo, well, that's a clip right there. I'm gonna just drop in and it'll be no thing. The eye. It's all about there. The eye for the spots. This is wild. This is so wild. Oh, that was close. Smooth with it. Big gap front board. Oh man, straight into the street. Ooh, that spot looks awesome. Now I back one on. Oh, cab 270 through the kink. Pretzel front board out. Front board pretzel out. I do not remember seeing that the first time I watched this. Must have looked away. was huge. Like, that would be a long rail if they were all connected, but with the double gap. Like I was saying, the king of the crazy kinks. That was tight. The 50 ollie over the fence. Front board all the way through that gap rail. It doesn't stop, dude. Hammer spots after hammer spots. These dudes hustled hard for all this. Holding on. Woo! That's a cool spot too. Super wide hubba. That is gnarly. I bet there was no snow on that other side. It fell like straight to his head. Long hubba. That was a cool spot too. And that's it. Quick ender. Quick ender. Hey, WLP, what's up, Peepo? What is up? We are just getting through our Monday Live at 5. All these little videos, I shouldn't say little. All these videos that we're watching today are, with under 10 minutes, most of them being around 4 or 5 minutes. We got one more. I don't want to choose favorites, but this one was so sick when I saw it. This is Rennisance Man from Freddie Perry, which dropped on Method Mag's YouTube channel. The little info that we've got behind it. This was directed and edited by Freddie Perry, supported by the North Face Bent Metal, Binding Works, Crab Grab, Dinosaurs Will Die, and Beaver Wax. And it also features Frederick Janssen, Marcus Rustad, and Alexander Kirund. I think you guys are going to like this one yet, if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, it's worth multiple watches. I've only watched it once. A little distracted, so I think I'll see some things I didn't get to see the first time through. But it's sick. It's sick. If you guys are enjoying the content here in Search of Snowboarding, just know we go live at 5 every Monday through the season. Every Wednesday, we drop our snowboarding newsletter. Jeff is back. What up, dude? But yeah, every Wednesday we drop our snowboarding newsletter, the Shred Letter. And then every Thursday we drop our full videos on YouTube. This last week we had a video checking out an overview of the whole Jones all-mountain line, or the Jones boards you would want to ride from their all-mountain stuff, including the Mind Expander, the Hovercraft 2.0, the Stratos, the flagship, and the Project X. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out if you're looking for a new all-mountain board, which some of you guys probably aren't, as we are only watching street videos today. If you want to support the channel and rep the SOS crew, go and grab some SOS stickers. Linking that in the chat right now. We just updated our logo for this year, and I'm hyped on it, Got that SOS Search of Snowboarding. Because that's who we are, SOS crew. Thanks for repping and hanging with us and being a part of what we got going on. If you got any questions regarding boards or gear or any of the videos we just watched or snowboarding in general, drop them in the chat right now. Or if you're watching back, drop them in the comments. But let's just get into the next video. Rennisance Man from Freddie Perry. He always has some different stuff going on with his videos, films, edits, which make it a little more enjoyable than other things. He's getting creative with it. So let's check it out. Rennisance Man. Do some love in the chat if you see something that stands out to you in this one. It does get a little wild, so pay attention. I love that shot. And I think that said this would have been a good spot for a sponsor, which is pretty funny. I love that. I love how they turned like a big bail into a fun little part of the edit. We'll see that trick later. I think that was a switch 50. That was sick, dude. That was like a wall ride redirect to board side. That's something I've never seen in a video. The highlighted. That was wild. Yep, Frederick. That was crazy. I loved seeing that one. Alright. I definitely did not see that the first time I watched it. Look how close his head gets. I think he skims it on the roof. Yeah, totally skims his head on the roof. Crazy. 50 gap 50. What up? Dude, when you have such little speed like that on a long curved rail like that, it makes it so hard. I've tried rails like that very slow. It took a long time. There's a lot of fun curvy rails in this part. This is wild too. Gap cap 3.
Pop those pants off.
There are kids in there.
Dude, front 3 or cab 3 onto any feature, even if it's like a wider hubba like that, is so hard, dude.
What I need his respect anyways, he's just a dude.
And he went over the rail like that. I loved that trick. I hear we get some creativity from Freddie. See that switch 50 again. Let's bring it back to the top. With that stump that he took to his guts. First attempt. There we go, another head skimmer. Needed the homie toe in for that. This is wild. This is so wild. And we're gonna pull it back real quick. And then the next trick is sick too. But hitting a rail like this, the first, like, it would be so easy to fall off that other side, especially like going board slide through it and like coming at it so strong. But he doesn't even, and he's like way over on his tail on that blunt. Look at that. And he just brings it back, keeps it on the safe side. That was insane. That is scary. Love this trick. 50 through the hose hole. I want to see more creative stuff like that.
Just a ball, we got bitch.
And that, dude, that was another one of my favorite shots in this. I have no idea what was at the end of that tunnel, but I'm sure it wasn't I don't know. I know it was probably dark and scary. And the 50 drop in to 50. Sketchy, dude. Sketchy. No, thank you. Look how skinny this thing is. It's like the width of a wire. Look at that. That's not like a big fat rail. Like even if it was just a drop in and there wasn't the rail at the bottom, like it'd be sick, but landed back to a 50-50. So sick, dude. So sick. Yeah, this is I said I wasn't gonna pick favorites, but this is my favorite edit out of the 4 we're watching today. Maybe that's why we watched it last. So sick, dude. I hope that inspires you creatively for your snowboarding for the season. What do you think? Rennisance. WLP waiting for snow in Oregon. Yeah, well, we just got some snow here in Colorado, and we're still waiting for the resorts to open here in Aspen. We got like 10 inches this week, but our resorts don't open till Thanksgiving here in Aspen, in Snowmass. I've heard word that we could get an early opening, so maybe. But I know southern Colorado, they've gotten like 5 feet of snow already. Like the San Juans are popping off. That's where Wolf Creek is. That was the first resort to open in the country down near Durango. And I know Summit County is rocking and rolling. We've got Breck open, Copper open, Keystone, A-Basin, Loveland. It's going off. It's going off. Jeff saying that was ill. Yeah, just got my epic local merchant pass today. Probably riding Breck tomorrow. Come on, man. Let's turn that probably into 100%, dude. This is probably gonna be your day one. You got to get out there, and you just got your pass. Come on, and you just watched some sick snowboarding to get you hyped. Get out there. Get out there for those of us that can't be riding resort right now. We've got a fun write-up coming this week in the Shred Letter about our first turns here in Aspen, which happened this week. I went pow surfing, which was super fun. Let me take these off now, make the ears more comfy. I went pow surfing on Buttermilk, which is, it's always a special thing when we get to do that, because you need pow to pow surf. And once they start grooming and the resort's open, you can't really, ride the pow surfer up there, even after hours, because you kind of need deep pow the whole way. But I was up there riding for like 3 hours the other day. Hiked up to the top and had so much fun, dude. Just being in pow, not strapped in, surfing. It was so fun. And then yesterday, headed up to our boneyard, which is our preseason jibs area at Snowmass, where all the rails live during the summer. There was like the perfect amount of snow up there. The homies were out there. It was super fun. Going to be talking about that more in this week's Shred Letter. If you don't follow the Shred Letter, you can find it at theshredletter.substack.com. It's also linked in all our videos, and you basically just get an email every week sent straight to your inbox of the latest snowboard news, what we've been up to snowboarding, and what we're doing on Search of Snowboarding. And last week we had a fun issue. We were talking about how the pros have been prepping at all the training camps in Europe, and I have a homie that's been out there filming, and I got a clip to show you. Some of the stuff that we talked about in this last week's Shred Letter. I had it pulled up and now it just disappeared. Here we go. Hiroto Ogiwara switch backside 1980. Ready? Stomping. There's been so many big tricks getting learned and thrown down by these riders. This is in Stubai in Austria. And yeah, if you want to check more out, go and read the latest shred letter. Jeff, Def getting out for y'all. You gotta, dude. You gotta get out there for us who can't. Gotta get out there for us who can't. I'm interested to know what you guys thought about those videos. If you had a favorite one. We watched Shift, Stunt Boyz, Antill, and Rennisance Man. Yeah, I think Rennisance Man was my favorite, just because there was like the spots were way more unique, and that's what I like to see in my street edits these days. Jeff saying, been looking at the Slasher 3D 150. Been chatting with Jeremy about his POW surfers. Can't wait to try it. Dude, if you haven't POW surfed, it's so much fun. Like you feel like a little kid. That's the level of fun, because you're on hills that you typically wouldn't strap in for, you know, so you can find like a golf course hill or your backyard hill, whatever, and it turns a hill that you wouldn't snowboard on the most fun thing you could ever do. And you're riding POW and you're outside hiking around. Like, it is the best thing ever. I was riding my Burton DIY board, which comes in a rectangular cut, and you just use a jigsaw and shape it out yourself. And I did that a few years ago. We have a video up on the channel, one of our older videos. We had a whole party where all the homies were shaping their own boards. I think I'm the only one that still rides theirs. But yeah, I just put the perfect shape into it, and it's got the perfect amount of taper. It like turns real nicely. I have been and will continue to put some more clips up on Instagram from POW surfing, Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube Shorts. But this was one of the runs I got just the other day on the DIY. And like, you're in control, you know, like you can turn, you can maneuver. This was like a little bit thinner condition, but it was still super fun. You gotta POW surf. You gotta get out there. The Burton throwbacks are great too. If you want to dip your toes into it, I think those are like $140, and it's just like a super fun backyard toy. We have the perfect little hill right out of our back door at home, which we call Mount Sandwich, because that's my nickname, Sandwich Bag. And yeah, it's so fun. We've had like so many POW surf parties, and a bunch of my friends now have like the sick POW surfers, the Wille Nijvelt, handmade in Austria, 3D based Osmos, and those are like a whole nother level. Those you can like fully heel stop, toe stop, ride over tracks and not get bucked. But yeah, we'll be putting some more POW surf content out this season, because it's just such a blast. It's such a blast, you know. You don't have to spend a day buying a lift ticket and just go walk around the woods and find fun hills. And yeah, it's the funnest thing, the most fun thing. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on the Live at 5 for today. Next week, I think we'll have a little bit more of a mix with some POW shredding. We won't just throw all the street videos in there, but there has been a lot more street videos and films dropping in the last few weeks. So we're going to have a lot to watch in the next month, 2 months here at the Live at 5. We've been doing, you know, smaller videos, but we will get back into watching full movies. Like the first Live at 5 we did was Sequencer from Quicksilver from last year, and that was fun too. But if you have any recommendations of films we should watch, let us know. Drop in the comments. Shout out to Cameron, who's, I don't think he's here right now, but he's been dropping a ton of videos, so we're not going to miss any. And we'll keep getting stoked on snowboarding, watching, hanging out here at the Live at 5. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and until next time, we'll see you somewhere on the mountain. Peace.